It's my baking Friday. Today I'm going to bake my all-time favorite focaccia bread, and it's super simple to make. So let's all bake together. Why not? We're all stuck at home. We can bake a beautiful bread and the house smells amazing. Here you go, the recipe of my favorite focaccia bread. For this recipe, I'm going to use my KitchenAid blender. It is super useful. I use it to make cake, bread, cookie, pasta. You can use it for many things. The world is your oyster. But today, I'm going to use the hook attachment because I am going to make a focaccia dough. Here you go. Tonight I'm baking my favorite Italian rosemary and garlic focaccia. The first step would be to roast the garlic. I'm going to use a whole pot of garlic, cut it into half and put it into a baking dish. Add a little bit of olive oil and salt to it. I'm going to cover it with the aluminum foil on top. And place it in the oven, which I have preheated it for 400°F for about 50 minutes. The next step is super easy. I'm going to keep my KitchenAid bowl ready. Then I'm going to measure out about 2 cups of warm water. The temperature of the water should be about 100 to 105°F. For that, I'm going to use a thermometer to check the temperature. The temperature of the water is about 106. I'm going to wait a little more for it to become 100. And then I'm going to use a whole packet of yeast and about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Mix it all together. My sugar goes in now, about 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then I'm adding the yeast to it. And then I'm going to give a quick stir and then wait for about 5 to 10 minutes for the yeast to get ready or get foamy. I'm going to check my yeast. Wow, my yeast is very foamy. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. I have about 2 pounds or 7.2 cup of flour here, 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to start the mixer and put it in the very lowest speed and add salt, sugar and flour. Here you go. I'm going to move it to the medium speed and let it mix for about 5 minutes. If you feel the dough is not ready and it's not coming out of the bowl or little sticky, you can go ahead and add a little bit more flour to it. And my dough is looking pretty good and I can see that it is coming out. And it's really looking good. My dough is ready, but first I'm going to put it in this bowl and spray the bowl with some olive oil around. And then take the dough and put it into this bowl and then cover this dough with either a warm cloth or a saran wrap and leave it to rise for about 1.5 hours or until it is double the size. You would know your dough is ready if it is kind of double the size. Let me check my dough. Wow, it's more than double the size. Now I'm going to put it in this floured board and just roll it out. Now my dough is all rolled out. I am going to cover it with a grease saran wrap and let it rise for another an hour. The whole dough, I divided into two parts because you can make 2 focaccia bread from it, and this is the first one. And I kind of rolled it out about, I would say, half an inch thick, and I would just wait for an hour again. I transferred the dough to a baking pan, covered it with a saran wrap, and let it rise about an hour. So my dough rose about an hour. That means it is ready to be baked, and I am going to have a focaccia bread soon. What I'm doing right now is literally making divots or poking holes through the dough all the way to the bottom of the pan, just like this. Then we will be soon ready to put the toppings. You can use anything as a topping, like olives, tomatoes, onions, then certain different kinds of herbs like rosemary, thyme, basil. I actually like doing garlic, olive oil, and rosemary, and a little bit of tomatoes. That's my favorite. It's time for the toppings. What I'm doing here is I am brushing some roasted garlic and rosemary olive oil throughout the surface of this dough. And then I'm going to add some tomatoes and sprinkle some Himalayan pink salt on top, and then add little bit of more olive oil on top, and then pop it in the oven for 450 Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until it becomes nice golden brown and crisp on the top. My focaccia bread is ready to be popped into the oven. Soon we are going to have an awesome focaccia bread. Here is my perfect focaccia bread, fresh out of the oven. Hey guys, this is so good. Perfect crispy top, crispy bottom, and soft pillowy middle. You got to try this. It is so easy, only with few ingredients. You don't need a lot. And if you try it, please send me a message, a text, or just DM me. And today's Friday. It's happy hour, and I am going to have a glass of wine. Cheers.